Yeah, what's up, movie lovers? Thor Dykow here, talking at you. It's this week on Blu-ray and DVD. We've got another jam-packed edition for you. We start with the F1 racing drama from Ron Howard, and this is the epic teaming of Chris Hemsworth and Daniel Bruhl in the 70s matchup that pitted driver James Hunt from Britain and Niki Lauda of Austria together, and it all comes together in this high-octane adventure. Take a look.
Welcome to Sao Paulo, Brazil and the Interlagos circuit, where the main news is that James Hunt has qualified fastest.
New car.
I noticed.
Pole position.
I noticed that too.
Level playing field now, my ratty little friend.
Yeah. Let's see where we are after lap 1. Let's see where we are in 5 races time.
Ah, love it. I mean, the two are so good together, and Hemsworth really embodies who James Hunt really was in terms of being this kind of chauvinist party animal, and balanced so well because Niki Lauda, the Austrian, who's still alive actually, was very by the book, very mechanical, and so they made a perfect foil for each other in the movie. The movie is brilliant, and it's one of Ron Howard's best in years, and I think it really got overlooked at awards time, and it may have passed you by in the theaters, but check it out. Looks great on high def, and some interesting racing sequences. And a good little dramatic interplay between the characters, jam-packed with bonus features as well. Really enjoyed Rush. It's a crowd pleaser for everyone. And some of those race sequences, stunning work there. Next, we're talking comedy, and it's Las Vegas, and this has a bunch of stars who can't quite make it work, and it's kind of sad at times. Yeah, Michael Douglas, Robert De Niro, Morgan Freeman, and Kevin Kline. And Michael Douglas is getting married in Vegas to a woman half his age, and they all get together for a bachelor party in Sin City. Here you go.
Listen, guys, I got something important here, all right?
Heart or cancer?
Prostate, what?
Look, why every time the phone rings, you think somebody's dying?
I live in Florida now. Usually when the phone rings, somebody is dying.
I'm getting married.
So we're gonna have a bachelor party in Vegas?
Are you serious?
I can't smoke, drink, eat salt, or stay out past 9, but...
All right, I love it.
You know, it's not terrible, although there are some really cringeworthy moments. This scene where they're judging the bikini contest, really awkward. But the actors actually do the best they can with the writing, but that's where it really stalls. None of the jokes are really that funny. It's not witty. And I just kept thinking about all the great movies these guys were in collectively, and when you had the pool of such great talent with the 4 titans of the acting world together, and to not give them a better script or a storyline, it's a little bit embarrassing to watch at times. But that being said, it wasn't the worst movie of the year. There were certainly worse comedies in 2013, so it does have a few laughs, but quite forgettable at the end of the day. So Las Vegas, I would say, is a pass. Now, still in the comedy tip, this one might be right up your alley. Johnny Knoxville in the Oscar-nominated, yes, Bad Grandpa. It was nominated for Best Makeup, and you'll see why here as he plays 86-year-old Irving Zisman.
Grandpa, I could pay.
It's a statue. I have a statue in there, and it
has the batteries in it or something?
Yeah, it has the batteries in it still.
All right.
Can we get it weighed? Because I gotta...
You gotta get out?
Yes, and I appreciate you girls for... God, what are you doing?
We were shipping a human being.
Okay, you know what? I don't know if it would justify the whole movie, but there's some brilliance here because in the same vein as like Sacha Baron Cohen and Bruno and Borat, they do real-life spoofs and punks, but with this storyline narrative underneath it all. So basically, he has to take care of his grandson, Billy, who's played brilliantly by this kid, Jackson Nickel, and then they go across America on this road trip and get into all these kind of real gags with people caught on camera, essentially, with Knoxville playing this old man, and it's hilarious at some parts. The one where he goes through the window in the, I gotta let this one play out because it is absolutely hilarious. And the people are just shocked because they can't believe this is actually happening. And you need to stay for the end because the beauty pageant bit at the end is very, very funny. There's an unrated cut of the movie, plus over an hour of deleted and behind-the-scenes footage. Man alive, it dispenses with the sort of testicle-shocking gags that the Jackass guys usually do. It just kind of goes for more old-school laughs, but it works. I don't know if it should have been a whole movie, but it's very funny. Helped amazingly by Johnny Knoxville's chameleon-like presence. All right, next, guys, we're talking about family movies. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. And this one didn't have the wit or the originality of the first one, but lots of eye candy. And the food puns are fast and furious because the invention that Flint Lockwood created, voiced by Bill Hader, it is now stuck on like a sort of an island, and it's creating foodimals, which are food-animal hybrids like tocodiles, shrimpanzees, hippopotamuses, and cheese spiders. Stop me if you heard this before. Very funny stuff for the whole family. Some good gags, but again, not quite as good as the first one. And at times, the energy was so manic and so frantic, it was a little bit loud. But the kids are going to love it, and it's pretty to look at. Looks awesome on Blu-ray. And you've got 4 mini-movies as part of over an hour and a half of mouth-watering bonus features. Looks gorgeous. I mean, check it out. All right, next we leave you with a dud to The Fifth Estate, and this had a lot of potential. Benedict Cumberbatch, one of the finest actors today, plays Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks, and he's on a quest to expose fraud and corruption to the widest audience possible on the internet. But this movie plays out like a bad film of the week with some really cliched writing, way too many tangents and characters to really make sense of anything. So this was unfortunately a poorly done film about a very compelling subject matter with a lot of ramifications for technology and security and surveillance. So it's very relevant to today's times. Unfortunately, a dud of a movie, very boring. If you want to see more on this story, check out a documentary that is far superior called We Steal Secrets. That one is more worth your time. That's it, people. I'm Thor Dykow. It's this week on Blu-ray and DVD. Check me out on Twitter. Let me know what you thought of these titles. See you next week on btvancouver.ca.